In international human rights law, education is seen as a right. When you think of something as a right, it needs to be exercised fully. That is the reason that drove me to choose international education at NYU Steinhardt. I'm a lawyer and I specialize in human rights law. My interests that are related to international human rights had a connection with education in this particular field.
For 1 year, I was in Texas as an exchange student, and my counselor at the time told me that if everybody was an exchange student, this world would be more peaceful. The fact that I learned so much when I was studying abroad, I want others to have the same experience as I had.
The MA can be done in a year or a year and a half. Students who come to the MA program are typically focused in one of two areas: education in international development settings or settings of humanitarian crisis, or education for the purposes of cultural exchange, particularly study abroad programming.
Students come to the international education program because they have a shared passion for education, multiculturalism, and humanitarian action. They are interested in taking this passion and turning it into reality, working for international organizations and NGOs, working for governments and study abroad programs at universities such as our own, but many other universities around the world. They want to have real-world experiences even when they're in the classroom. They want to meet with leaders from the field, and they get to do that here at NYU in New York City.
My time at Steinhardt has opened my eyes to the options that I have professionally right now. One of the fields that I would be interested in is focused on improving policies related to education. Queer kids, that's a population that is in need of protection right now. The other topic that I'm really interested in would be international exchange and study abroad programs.
How the international education program prepared for my career is that I took those practical courses, and in these courses I learned how to conduct appropriate orientation for international students, including pre-departure, welcome orientation, and re-entry. We also learn how to be a better support for international students who might be feeling lonely, sad, overwhelmed, which I have experienced before as an international student.
The fact that I had this group of people next to me going through the same thing, it was first motivating, but then also very helpful. We would meet before exams, share our ideas on the topic. That was really the key to my success at school.
The culminating experience of the MA is the internship. So at the end of the coursework, students will identify and engage in an internship, typically here in New York City.
During my internship, I was able to create a strong, positive connection with my team and colleagues, and that helped me to get this full-time position as the coordinator of global programs.
The industry that I'm looking to work in is present here. In education policies and in international relations, New York is one of the biggest hubs.